everybody for joining us when Kaiso was Kaiso. I guarantee you it is going to be a great night. All these Calypsonians came together in aid of the sick children of Trinidad and Tobago. Hence the reason we're asking you to please pledge, contribute in aid of the Children's Health Program at the Hope of a Miracle Foundation. Without your contribution, and of course with the great Calypsonians that you're going to be hearing throughout the night, it will be guaranteed good old fun. So let's have a good time. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Ivy back up, she closed to leave because John was down and out. All alone he was left to grieve. She had an ex-man in South.
My name is Gerald Forbes and I am surrounded by good-looking people. Let's start there. Great music, and we're just moments away from an incredible show. If you're now hitting that tune in button, I'm really glad you're able to tune in. My name is Gerald Forbes, and this is what's happening here today when Kaiso was Kaiso. And it is a collaborative effort by Hope of a Miracle Foundation, and they're collaborating with David Bureau and friends, as well as the Sparrow Committee, and they're bringing you this show this evening. Now, what's going to happen in this show? We have a lot of experienced Calypsonians along with some newer folks, and by newer you're still familiar with them, trust me on that, but they're all 100% capable of bringing to you some Kaiso tunes that you really remember, you really used to love, and you're probably really in here in a long time, right? So our cast this evening, we have, of course, David Bureau, who's going to take us throughout the entire show on stage. You have Swami coming to do some renditions. You have Temples. Chris Garcia is part of this lineup. You have Duppy, Black Sage, Chuck Gordon, Trinidad Rio, Crazy, and you can't talk Kaiso, if you can call related name, right? So that's a list of some of the entertainers that's going to be crossing stage later on this evening. And one of the greatest parts about this show, which, by the way, David Bureau and friends, along with the Sparrow Committee, this is not their first show. These events are always really sold out, always really entertaining, very successful. This is, however, the first time we are bringing it to you live, our viewing audience. So don't you go anywhere. We are live here at the Lions Cultural Center. You comfortable in your house. Good for you. So you could go and take your breaks when you want, but don't go and stay. Come right back, right? We're bringing the show to you live. Going to take a quick break and we'll come back with some guests.
And before I forget, because I have a lot of things to remember, I know that you all contributed by coming here and paying your tickets and so on, but you'll get your value for that. The Hope of a Miracle Foundation, which is this is being done for tonight in aid of them, are a fantastic group of women who are doing incredible work for the last 12 years, sending over 100 children, sick children, in need of urgent medical care, here and abroad, and saving lives. So please, don't feel a how to spend 100 less in Iba and put 100 there if you want for the foundation. Okay? We'll always accept donations. Anything at all. It is for a great cause. I shall return.
All right, so we are back when Kaiso was Kaiso. Jarrell's still here, and I have the beautiful Claire, who really made it her duty to step out this evening. Eh? I see, like you take your time and you pick out a real nice outfit. You come out for them.
Actually, I did.
All right, so Claire, which artist you're looking forward to this evening? Because we have a long cast, but I'm sure it have somebody you're really looking forward to.
Well, I'm looking forward to see Trinidad Rio.
Hey, Dave said the same thing.
He said that the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. I like his standard, his method of approach, his antics, and it's different to the others.
You remember the first time you heard Rio?
Yeah, when I was a teenager.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Rio song?
It's way back. It goes. I really love to sing calypso.
Yeah. You want to sing? You want to try and sing a Rio? And you want to try and sing a Rio? No pressure, no pressure. All right. Holy Claire going and sing a little Rio for you, right?
I think just the verse.
A little piece, that's all.
Father was a guitar man. What I really want you to know, I really born to sing calypso.
Ah! Claire is ready. And I can imagine Claire is going to be sitting at the table singing along when Rio is on stage. Huh?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Very good. Well, now you have technology with your gear. You could go and get a little picture with Rio after.
Okay, I will. I surely will.
Definitely. Enjoy the entire show, Claire. And thank you very much for coming and have a little chat with me.
Thank you so very much for having me here. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye, Claire. That's it. That's as simple as it is. So we have people in the audience getting ready to see their cast, and I need to let you know who's going to be in the show. We have David Barrow, of course, Trinidad Rio. Chuck Gordon is in the cast. Relator is in the cast, and the list goes on and on. We have Black Sage also here, and like I said, it's a collaborative effort. This is not the first time these promoters are putting on this show. They definitely are accustomed to this, and they usually give you a really, really great show. I've been able to sit in on one of the rehearsals that happened this week, and these guys are ready. So don't you forget, share this link, invite your friends, send it in WhatsApp, send it, let people know it have a show happening. You can watch it live on stream. We are Livestream T&T. Check it out, share it to your friends, let everybody know. I think we're a few moments away from the actual show beginning. Persons are still trying to work out the parking situation, but you know, regardless of what they're doing, everything that's happening here this evening live at the Lions Cultural Center, we are bringing it to you. So don't you go anywhere. Going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. This is When Kaiso Was Kaiso. We'll be back.
I am Cindy Shutters from the Hope of America Foundation, and I'm pledging to you to come and join us and donate to help all the sick children in Trinidad and Tobago gain medical access locally or abroad. Without your help, nothing could be done. These children are in need of your financial contribution. Please donate. All the numbers are up. If you want to speak to me, please call me. My number is as well down below.
Can everybody please stand for the playing of the national anthem?
Forged from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare, side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land, we pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here tonight. It's a really great cause. You should have a really great show to enjoy. Separate and apart from that, the first thing I want to do is to thank certain people who help us all the time, certain sponsors that without their help, it will be very difficult to put on a show of this magnitude. We have 5 rehearsals, and every night is like 25 of us. We have food, we have a couple of drinks, and all that, you know, that costs money. So I want to thank, first of all, Mr. Douglas Agostini of Hot Shop for his constant support. Thank you, Kobo. Also, Mr. Dean Darbesi of Wendy's, always there to support us. We thank you very much, Dean. I'm hoping he's here tonight. And Mr. Omar Hadid of Peter Pitt and Domino's, also for helping us out on these rehearsal nights when it, you know, the people get hungry. You know how it is. I want to also mention Daco Printing, Mr. Norman Acosta, who's also a member of our committee, but he and Leon, they just do everything for us, and they really, without them, the flyers and the posters and the tickets and would not be what they are. So thank you, Norman and Daco Printing. Don't do your printing anywhere else. Don't do your printing anywhere else. I also want to thank certain people who did not or were not able to attend, but did not hesitate to write a check. Mr. Richard Lewis of Label House Limited. Thank you, Richard. Also, Mr. Gregory White, who is here, but also always close his eyes and buy 10 tickets. You can't thank people like that enough. Mr. Charles James, GMH Enterprises, for his support also. Mr. Roger Vera, one of our a buddy, our alignment partner, always supporting us financially. Thank you, Roger. Mr. Russell Ramsamy Electrical, always putting his hand out to give us something. Thank you, Russell. Dr. Stuart Miller, minimum 10 tickets with the eyes closed, even if he doesn't show, but he always shows because he loves it. He even comes to rehearsal sometimes. So thank you, Doc. Mr. Christopher Gold, our brother, every time, minimum 20, 30 tickets, always supporting us. Thank you, and your friends also. Mr. Carlos John, also a former minister, good partner, great lineman boy. He also supports us all the time, and a couple of the boys from UOL. Thank you very much. Okay, so that is that. No, that's not it at all. Because the most important people that support us is a group called Atlantic LNG. Unfortunately, for the first time, Mr. Gordon Dean and Mr. Nigel Darlow and his crew are unable to attend for varying reasons. But I want to thank publicly Gordon, Nigel, and the rest of the Atlantic LNG people, because trust me, what they do for us every show and every year is second to none. They are what we call our diamond sponsors. So please, thank you, Atlantic LNG. And this is streaming live, so I hope people all over the world seeing that. Okay, I have some apologies, personally, not written because I ain't able to protocol anything. Mr. Fitzgerald Hines, who has been to our shows, unable to come, he's away. Mr. Franklin Khan, again, also away, unable to come. Mayor Joel Martinez just came in last night and is celebrating the Minister of Finance's wife's birthday, but that's another story. And Mr. Jack Warner also was unable to attend. I don't think he went away though, I'm not sure. That's my boy, Jack is my boy. I just kicks him. I want to welcome also a couple of people. Mrs. Lauren Pushet and her husband Elton. She was a former deputy political leader of the COP, if I'm not mistaken. All right. We're also expecting Mr. Brent Sancho, a former minister, maybe Jerlene John, and unfortunately, Mrs. Kamala Prasad Besessa, literally half an hour ago, said she could not attend, but she is sending some other people. So Senator Saddam Hussein, Khadija Amin are also supposed to attend. But I didn't see them yet, but I just recognize them. The last people I have to recognize is my partner, married to my cousin. And that's Mr. Stephen Kedis, former minister in the UNC government also. Good boy, real good boy. I don't think I forget anybody, but I also have to thank, very big. Two ladies who were particularly helpful to us in this whole 2-month episode or escapade of whatever you want to call it to prepare for the show tonight. Miss Eve George, she's a senior correspondent for Newsday Caribbean. Eve has been extremely helpful in doing a lot of things for us. I want to thank Eve. And probably the most proactive, helpful, hardworking woman that I ever met in my entire life, other than my wife, of course, Miss Cindy Shuttles. Cindy, today we saying, oh God, we're setting up, we don't have our scissors. I say, Swami, don't worry. I guarantee you Cindy have her scissors. But we have no tape. I guarantee you Cindy had tape. She have pen, she have marker, she have everything. There's nothing that woman don't have. And if you don't have it, she go find it. Cindy, I know it's your Hope of a Miracle Foundation, but still, it's our show. And thank you very much for that help. I'm hoping that Mr. David Barrow is behind me because he is our MC, as he always is for our show. Our committee, I want to thank Mr. Storm Stephen, also his contribution to this committee and also his financial assistance in certain aspects. Very, very helpful. Fred Dubray and also where's Mr. Bertrand? Is there any back there? Oh. They also are streaming this show live for us, but they did a lot of hard work, including helping us set up today too. So again, thank you. Thanks to all of you. Really appreciate it. David, I turn it over to Mr. David Barrow, and see you back in a little while.